Hi guys, today I am going to show you how to change out sump pump. Dirty work begins. Um, it was not in my agenda to fixing the sump pump or anything, but I found out it needed it because it was stuck on the on mode all the time and it kind of burned out. And and it's very old too as well. So our electric bill was like $400, and this month, the last month actually, and the water bill was actually $850. So we are trying to tackle changing out the plumbing system and plus the sump pump too as well. Um, so that's what I was trying to do, and been busy doing it. So I'm going to show you how to tackle this simple job. On picking the right sump pump, you might want to take a look at your previous pump and see what kind that they have. They usually will have a label of what kind of power it has. For example, half of horsepower or a third of horsepower. Like this one, in this description is basically a third of the horsepower. And I also read up and see how tall it can able to pump. And this a third of the power of horsepower can able to pump up to vertical height is around 9 feet, and the basement is only around 7 feet. So there is plenty more power that it can able to pump. So I choose a third of the horsepower, and it's doing just fine with the dimensions of our basement. And the first thing you're going to need is a PVC cement. This are basically a primer and a glue that you can glue the PVC together so that way it will stick together and not having problem with leaking. The another important part is the male to female adapter. And again, what I use is 1.5 inches in diameter. So you can take a look at whatever sump pump that you have and measure it or read description and get the right adapter for it. Another thing that you need is a PVC pipe that can lead to your regular pipe, or I use the system that is already there. So what I do is I basically just need a short piece. They sell a short piece, so you just get a short piece, what is needed for your job. But if you have to build the whole thing from scratch, you might probably need a much longer piece than what I have. A PVC cutter is what you're gonna need. Um, I just choose this picture just because it's pretty and easy to find on Amazon, but you can definitely find it at local places, Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever brand or whatever style you choose is up to you, but this is just an example of a PVC cutter look like. Another thing you're going to need is a coupling, or might not need it, depending on what kind of project you have and what do you already have. So I bought this because this piece will help me to connect from the regular pipe, PVC pipe, to the existent one. So the sump pump connected to the existing line that I have. The next piece is a check valve. This valve will basically putting in place so it prevent the water from going backwards. That means it can only go up, it cannot going down. That means it cannot flow backwards to the house, so it prevents your house from getting flooding um, from the overflow of the water from the outside. This is my setup. I'm just showing you how I do this um, as my setup, and it works great for me. Um, but you can find whatever videos out there that might help you with, showing you how to set things up better than what I have. Then do so. But this is just my example. So this is how I set it up, and it's very dirty and messy in the basement because it's been flooding, and a lot of soil or actually dirt are actually floating into the basement, and it causes a bunch of dirt and mud, messy and on the ground. I have to hire people to get some cleaning up to do afterwards. So this is the check valve, and they have the two ways to do it. So make sure that the upper part of the check valve are putting in correctly. So on this side, I'm just loosen up the bottom actually of the ring. So you see the ring in the bottom right there. That's the ring that you can loosen up a little bit and then place them right on the PVC pipe. But I'm sorry that my head is in the way because where I placed the camera, you won't able to see it. But there's a diagram that I showed earlier, would show you how I set it up. And then you just basically tighten up the ring. Afterwards, I place a pump down to where it's supposed to be to see how much I need to cut my PVC pipe. It's working really well. Pretty happy about that. Awesome. That's it. Sump pump works.
Awesome.